Several months ago, Josephine Andre was chosen as the best secondary school teacher in Pointe Coupee Parish, and I'm here today to give her her certificate.
Thank you.
And to meet with her. We've done a story on you, and just wanted to ask, how does it feel to be such an influence on the children and the parents' lives here in this parish? You've known several of them for second generation, right?
I've been here for 22 years. I've taught children that I'm now teaching their children, and I've enjoyed every year that I've been here. This is a terrific honor. I just cannot imagine that somebody would go through an extra effort to make me Teacher of the Year, but I feel so special to all of these, and I thank them.
Well, we're so happy for you, and you won by so many votes. I mean, you had so many votes, Josephine. It was just
Now,
great.
that has nothing to do with age, does it? Nothing like
No, but we're very proud of you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. This has been a very, very, very special honor to me.
And this is Josephine Andre at Livonia High School, and please stay tuned for school news.
Welcome to another segment of School News. We're on location today at Livonia High School, located on Highway 78 in Livonia, Louisiana. Today with me is Judy Nyland, and we have a special guest with us. Judy, tell us about who's here today.
Okay, we have Miss Josephine today, and she is our secondary teacher of the year. And I would like to ask her a few questions. First of all, let's begin with a few of your, some history about your family.
Well, I'm married to Charles Andre, who is my high school sweetheart. We dated for 6.5 years and been married for 27 years. I have 3 gorgeous children. I have Shannon, who's 25 and is in Lafayette, still in school. My son is 22, just got married this past September to a wonderful girl, Reagan Hebert. And I have a 14-year-old that's keeping me young, Callie, who's in school here at Livonia.
Okay, great. Were you one of those children who used to play school at home, or did you have a dream to be a teacher one day?
From the very first time I ever touched a book, that is all I've ever wanted to be. My father gave me a little blackboard that he had gotten out of a building and broke pieces of chalk, and I played school from the time that I could even know what school was.
Well, what was your primary goal in being a teacher?
My primary goal is, well, other than the children, I love being with children. I've never been very good with adults. As you can, I'm nervous right now, but I love being with the children, and I've always wanted to, somewhere along the way, somebody made a difference in me, and I would like, if I could just touch one child, and if I could make a difference in one child's life, then I've succeeded.
Well, obviously, you've made a difference in more than one person's life. Okay, have you always taught high school?
Actually, no. I started teaching. My first year was in Calcasieu Parish, and I taught 6th grade, and then came here and chose to teach junior high students, and I really enjoyed that. And actually, I haven't taught high school except when I became a librarian and started teaching the yearbook in journalism, but I've taught junior high, everything from PE to math.
Well, goodness gracious, seems like you've been around to all classes and grades, and I'm sure the students appreciate you.
Thank you.
You've been here nearly 22 years, is that right?
I've been here 22 years.
So when we start talking about junior high and high school kids, the media floods us with such negative images of what young people today are doing. I don't think you necessarily see it that way, do you?
I don't. I really don't. Our children have a lot to offer. I think the community, the world today, has a lot of negative for the children. I mean, just, you know, turn on television, and our children have a lot to deal with in today's world. It's a complicated world for them, with all of the natural problems in society. You know, we have to work with our children, and it's kind of difficult for them. And they come to school, and school sometimes to them is not a safe place.
Right.
I think here at Livonia, we have I think it's a wonderful working family. I think our children work well together. I once told somebody I think we're the best kept secret in America. They have a lot to offer. The students do. We have to be there for them. I think we need to listen to their needs
It's tough. We hear a lot of parents talking about respect and how hard they find that it is to get respect from their children, but you seem to be able to do that so easily in your classrooms. What's your secret?
Well, I think it's a mutual thing. A lot of my children respect me because I respect them. And sometimes they just want to be heard. You know, sometimes it's not when you want them to, but they just do. Some of them just really want to be heard. And I try to offer that.
Well, Pointe Coupee is very lucky to have you so committed to education in our parish. Now, I asked you this before we filmed, if it would be okay if we talk about your illness. Now, tell us what's going on with you now.
I was diagnosed with cancer 6.5 years ago. It was breast cancer. And this past April, I was re-diagnosed. It's metastasized into the liver. My situation is bad, but I make each day count. When I first found out that I was diagnosed, I made an effort that I would not quit teaching. And being re-diagnosed, I worked all through the first time, and I decided that I was going to work through the second. I have an extremely wonderful family. They're very, very supportive. The students here at school, when I first found out that I had cancer and had lost my hair, my biggest thing is that I was afraid that the children would laugh because I was bald. So one day I just made up my mind. I was coming to school, and I was going to remove the hat. And instead of laughter, I got a lot of concern. We spent that day answering a lot of questions. The children were, I mean, they were genuine in their questions. The big thing was that they wanted to touch, you know, to have a bald-headed teacher. But being bald has never bothered me. A lot of people tell me that I am so courageous to get up in the morning and come to work. And the truth of the matter is it has nothing to do with my courage. I get up in the morning and I come to school because I suck all the courage out of my students, all of their energy, and I love being with them. This past, toward the end of the school year, I got to see just how loved I was by the students, even students that I don't teach, just students that I come in contact with. The football team decided to present me with a football signed and autographed by the coaches and the players. And after the presentation was over, the students lined up around the gym for over an hour just to get a hug. And some of those hugs were the most important hugs I've ever had. And,
so you've taken what could have been a very negative kind of experience, and you've turned it into a very positive experience that you've been able to share a real life lesson.
Well, cancer is one of those things that as soon as you hear the word, it's, you know, it's like receiving a death sentence. And I've practiced learning to live with cancer, and I try not to practice dying from cancer.
Right. That's a wonderful lesson for these kids to learn. And you're right, life is tough, but you're teaching them that no matter what comes your way, you can make a difference, you can keep on, you can make it better.
Thank you. I think that it's the real world, and I think our children expect us to be real and honest, and I try very, very hard to do that. And with that, they're honest with me.
Well,
so.
It's obvious how many lives that you've affected, Miss Josephine, and we thank you. You're an inspiration to all of us. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Okay, and thanks again for joining us with School News. Please write or call the address on the screen with all of your school news. Until next time, I'm Judy.
And I'm Tracy.